Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Jaya Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadrama, Jaya. Jaya Gauranithai, 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 Jaya Gauranithai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Namo Vishpat Paramhansha Parivajikacharya Ashtotter Shati His Divine Grace Abhay Chara Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON Founder Acharya, Beauty Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Bashadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Shri Vrindavan Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Navadip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Upasi Samvada Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. All glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11, titled Lord Krishna's Entrance into Dwarka. And we'll be covering text 4 and 5. So we have both the verses on the board. We'll recite 4 together, and then we'll move to the translation and purport. Tatro panita valayo. Tatro panita valayo. Ravir deepam ivadrita. Ravir deepam ivadrita. Atma Ramam Purna Kamam. Atma Ramam Purna Kamam. Nija Labhena Nityada. Nija Labhena Nityada. Tatra Vanita Valayo. Ravir Deepam Ivadritaha. Atma Ramam Purna Kamam. Nija Lavena Nityada. Tatra Vanita Valayo. Ravir Deepam Ivadritaha. Atma Ramam Purna Kamam. Nija Labhena Nityada. Tetropanita Palayo. Ravir Deepani Radhitaha. Atma Ramam Purna Kamam. Nija Ravena Dityada. Tatropanita Balayo. Ravir Deepami Vadritaha. Nija Labhena Nityada. I'll just read the text 4. Priti utfulla mukhar prochur, harsha gadgadaya gira, pitram sarvas pitram sarvas shuridam, avitram ivar vahkaha. So the word by word meaning, tatra, thereupon, upanita, having offered, balayaha, presentation, rave, up to the sun, deepam, lamp, eva, like, adritaha, being evaluated, atma ramam, unto the self-sufficient, purna kamam, fully satisfied, nija lavhena, by his own potencies, nityada, one who supplies incessantly, priti, affection, utfulla mukhaha, cheerful faces, prochu, said, harsha, gladdened, gadgadaya, ecstatic, gira, speeches, pitraram, unto the Father, sarva, all, shuridam, friends, avitram, the guardian, eva, like, arvahbakaha, words. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. The citizens arrived before the Lord with their respective presentations, offering them to the fully satisfied and self-sufficient one, who, by his own potency, incessantly supplies others. These presentations were like the offering of a lamb to the sun. Yet the citizen began to speak in ecstatic language to receive the Lord, just as words welcome their guardian and father. Purport. The Supreme Lord Krishna is described here in Atmarama. He is self-sufficient, and there is no need for him to seek happiness from anything beyond himself. He is self-sufficient because he is very transcendental existence in total bliss. He is eternally existent. He is all cognizant and all blissful. Therefore, any presentation, however valuable it may be, is not needed by him. But still, because he is the well-wisher for one and all, he accepts from everyone everything that is offered to him in pure devotional service. It is not that he is in want for such things, because the things are themselves generated from his energy. The comparison is made herein that making offerings to the Lord is something like offering a lamp in the worship of the sun god. Anything fiery and illuminating is but an emanation of energy of the sun. And yet to worship the sun god, it is necessary to offer him a lamp. It is worship of the sun. There is some sort of demand made by the worshipper. But in the case of devotional service to the Lord, there is no question of demands from either side. It is all a sign of pure love and affection between the Lord and the devotee. The Lord is the Supreme Father of all living beings, and therefore those who are conscious of this vital relation with God can make filial demands from the Father, and the Father is pleased to supply the demands of such obedient sons without bargaining. The Lord is just like the desire tree, and from him everyone can have everything by the causeless mercy of the Lord. As the Supreme Father, the Lord, however, does not supply to a pure devotee what is considered to be a barrier to the discharge of devotional service. Those who are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord can rise to the position of unalloyed devotional service by His transcendental attraction. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Tam Sajivam Swadvaitam Adutam Purigana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpataruvasya Kripa Sindhu Vaevacha Patithanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, we are going through this section where Lord Krishna is just coming to Dwarka. So, after a long leave of absence from all the inhabitants of Dwarka, so obviously they are all very cheerful, and they are all feeling that after a long gap of separation, when you finally meet with something or someone, you can see that joy. It's something which you can't describe by word. You have to feel it. So sometimes, if you go to the airport, right, and you see that, and you go to the arrivals, and you see that joy, everyone is waiting for someone to come. And when they arrive, like the mother, father, son, daughter, whatever, and you just see that, the first expression on their face when they first see, a couple of weeks ago when our Guru Maharaj was coming, and we were waiting in the arrival, and then we are trying to see, because you can see, from there is this arrival area, and then they come from inside, and there is a door which closes and opens. And everyone was trying to bend over and try to see if they can see the first glimpse when he's coming out. And that's just when he comes out, it's just the first joy of looking at him. So we can imagine for the same joy for the inhabitants of Dwarka, they are trying to see that the first time they're looking at the Lord. And the Lord, after he stayed for a while in obviously we know in Hastinapur. He first went there for the invitation of Maharaj Yudhishthir, and he was went to the Kauravas as a messenger of peace. So from there the journey begins, and then he stayed there, and he was there during the battle of Kurukshetra. After the Kurukshetra battle over, he was about to leave. Then Kunti Maharani's prayer to him, and he stayed back. And after that, Bhishma Dev passed away, and he stayed for that glorious occasion. And then even after that, Yudhishthira Maharaj was requesting that now Bhishma Dev is gone, and we just after the war, we need your help. Please stay for some more months, some more days, months. So Krishna stayed, as it's Prabhupada is mentioning here, that he is a desire tree. And whenever whenever his devotees desire something, he actually fulfills it. So here Yudhishthira Maharaj is obviously the Pandavas, one of his biggest devotees. So they requested, so the Lord stayed back. But now is the time to come back to Dwarka. And when we were saying like this, once the previous section where we were going through the mode of separation, like when everyone from the separation that pain is coming out, but that pain is out of love, not for anything else. So that mode of separation, and here we are saying that the mood of happiness because they are rejoining with their beloved Lord. So here in this section, one of the main things which is pointed out is that they are like when Krishna is arriving, they are offering, when someone comes, we in the Vedic tradition, there is a way that you have to, welcome the guest. So when the guest comes, you do and obviously a significant guest, you do a arati, first you wash the feet, right? And then you do a arati, right? And then you speak some glorious things about the guest. And then you, offer the prasadam to the guest. So this is how the Vedic tradition is. Obviously not like these days. These days we don't go through all this rituals because these are mostly gone and people don't know about it. Guest management is itself a very big service. When not even in your house, when someone coming to the temple, just to make sure that they come, especially on the weekends, when they come, and we try to make sure that they feel at home. So they feel sometimes when someone comes in for the first day, it's from my experience, they actually hard to find where the temple room is, right? And they're looking here and there. They're trying to find, where is the temple? Someone actually goes towards that corridor towards the toilet, and they're trying, where is the temple? Then we said, okay, just push the door, and you can come in and you can see the deities. So that's how, you then take them through and they take darshan of the deities. And after that, you take them and if prasadam available, and Prabhupada always mentioned that whenever guests are coming to the temple, you make sure, whatever are there, however you serve them, but always make sure that they have prasadam. So it's very important. So nobody should go away from the temple without having any prasadam. So in this case, we're seeing that the inhabitants of Dwarka, they are offering the arti to the Lord with that lamp, and it has been as a metaphor. It's saying that it's almost you're offering a lamp to the sun. Krishna is he's the sun, he's the moon, he said in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's mentioned Krishna hai Shurya Sama. Maya, Krishna Shurya Sama, Maya hai Andhakar, Jehena Krishna Tahena Mayara Nahi Adhikar. So Krishna is like a sun, right? And Maya is like the darkness. So whenever the sun comes out, there is no place for the darkness. And in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna mentioned that Prabhashmi Sasi Shaurya. So I am the illuminating light of the sun and the moon. So it's here you're just offering the lamp to the sun. In a similar way, in Bengal, people go to the Ganges and take bath because it's considered as a very auspicious ritual that you should perform on a specific day of the year, that you go and take bath. And when you take bath, when you first go into the water, you first do some arati, and you do the arati with the water of the Ganges. Because for doing the arati, you don't need any other paraphernalias. The water is pure, it's pure itself, pure, so much pure that you don't need anything else. So you just take the water and you just do the arati to the Mother Ganges. So point being here that it's not Krishna is Atma Ram, which is mentioned here. So he's self-sufficient. So he doesn't need like anything, like, no matter like, whatever things you bring to him as a gift or anything else, Krishna doesn't need anything. So, but here, what actually the main point to consider is that loving exchange. So whoever that person is, like who is doing, who is worshiping the Lord, and whatever the capacity is, like, the main thing is out of this loving exchange, whatever that person is offering to the Lord. Like it is said that Krishna actually doesn't see that what actually you are offering. He actually see what you are holding back. Like, so it was like a funny example, like you have $100 in your pocket and you just take and $5 out of it and put it into the hundi. Like, but you could have, like, you have the capability to put, like, more than that, right, but that loving exchange. Like, time to time we see that sometimes some devotees, like, Mataji, you probably have the experience, they come to the reception and they just take out this, like, money and said, okay, this is for the Lord. And they just go away. Like, this is, like, we just want to, like, last year, I remember, like, before one of the festivals, and, like, we were thinking, oh, it will be great if someone comes and sponsor the feast, right, I think before Gaur Purnima or something. Because we actually, like, we arrange a big feast for Gaur Purnima, right? And then we're thinking, oh, it will be helpful if someone comes and donate. And we are trying to look for sponsorship and we are not getting. And suddenly, like, we got a email from the reception that someone actually came and just donated. And more than what we are actually looking for. Just came and, okay, this is what we want to donate for the Lord. So you never know, like, whoever comes and whatever they want to donate, it depends on individual capacity. For that individual, like, based on that love, they can offer themselves. So Krishna actually looks for that. So it doesn't matter if, like, it's just a small lamb who is just like, that person doesn't have any other capacity to do, just offering some water, some fruits, some leaves, and, like, some lamb, and doing an arti. And if that love is there, then Krishna is satisfied with that. On the other hand, if you have this big mansion and then huge house and, like, huge, like, all the material opulences, but in your house at the just small corner, you have just a small picture of the Lord, and on the day, like, just go and make it like, okay, yes, I offer my obeisances, and then I'll move out, and then on a day, I'll just go to the temple, I'll put some, like, like you experience those things, like, you're in the middle of Bhagavatam class or something, like someone comes and put a coin and it makes a sound, tong, and it's like, yes. So, yeah, like, it depends, like, how anyone, like, wants to serve the Lord. But it just fully depends on like, on that loving exchanges. And Krishna, like, it's mentioned here, like, as Prabhupada mentioning in the second part of the purport, that Krishna is, as a loving father, he is like the desire tree. So whatever you desire, like, he will provide. But at the same time, it's very interesting, the point mentioned here, that he will not provide anything which will actually deter you from your devotional path. That's also, like, important to understand. Because sometimes we take that, oh, the Lord is the desire tree, so let me go and offer my obeisances and ask for whatever I need, right? But whatever I need, but some, like, what happens that I don't get it. And then I'll feel, oh, like, like, I'm reading it into the scriptures that Krishna is desire tree, but I'm not getting it. So it might not be true, like, but it is true. Krishna is giving you what you're asking, but also at the same time not giving you what is, like, taking you away from the devotional path. So that's how, like, it's actually like when someone comes and, like, surrender to the Lord, he will take care of you fully. But if someone doesn't want to come and say that, okay, I want to take care of myself, Krishna also gave that independence. Okay, yeah, go. Take care of yourself. Like, Krishna, like, as a sun, like, we say the sunlight, right? Does the sunlight makes any kind of, like, restriction that, oh, the sunlight will go there and the sunlight will not go there, right? The sunlight goes to every part of this world, everywhere. So you'll see that, in a field, sometimes you'll see that, the sunlight comes and it's this large green, all the grasses, it's large green, right? But then you see that in one portion, there is a brick, like somebody kept a brick on there, right? And if you take out the brick from there, you'll see the grass underneath the brick becomes white. They are not lush green because they didn't get that sunlight. But it is not it is not like the sunlight didn't want to come. It's not the fault of the sunlight. It's someone actually kept that brick on top of that grass. So if we ourselves try to hide from Krishna, then yeah, that's fine. That's not like, Krishna is not giving us. It's because we don't want to have it. We are so puffed up, or we are so feel like that we are the controller of ourselves. So we will make arrangements. So we don't want Krishna's things. So Krishna says, that's fine. All the things are available. If you want it or not, it's up to you. I don't want to make any interference there. If you want, it's there. If you don't want, that's fine. So that's why it's important. Sometimes when we want to get something and we don't get it, right? Then we have to do this analysis that, okay, maybe it wasn't good for me. So whatever is happened and whatever I got, it was given to me by the Lord, and I should be happy with that. So just imagine if we if everyone understand this point, then how much problem in this world will not be there anymore. It's because of that point that we are not understanding that sometimes what happened that I want this and I don't get it. So what's the next part? That I will go and snatch from other one who actually have it. This is the common philosophy, and that's how when at the beginning when the new world started, in the beginning of the you say they say 1800, when all the industrial revolution and all those things were started, right? Before that, every country, they have their own borders, and everyone is happily residing, right? And they were having their own things there. They were they were happy. But suddenly, okay, because then what happened, that people started to travel to the different places of the earth. So they wanted to go to different countries, and they say, oh, this country have this nice thing, this country have this thing, okay? And then that desire started to come. Okay, I want to bring this thing from this country, that thing from that country. And when they try to go and take it, obviously those inhabitants of those countries started to say, hey, why are you taking this from our country? And then all this war, all this conflict started. Before that, there wasn't any conflict. People were everyone was staying in their own places. But since people wanted to go and try to get things out of their own way, then when it started. So similarly, if we try to put that context on our lives, that whatever is available and whatever has been given to us, if we become satisfied with that, then there is no room for conflicts. But unfortunately, that's not the material world works. From the beginning, from the very childhood, our education and everything has been put in into such a way that you go and compete for this. You go take it out from others. This is how it has been built. This philosophy of self-sufficient, whatever you have, be happy with that. It's not given there. On the contrary, if you tell if you tell that to them, they will say, oh, this is a philosophy of the losers. Because why? Because they think that, oh, you think that you are you're not strong enough, so that's why you are making a philosophy, oh, I'll just be happy with whatever I have. No, this is a philosophy of of a person who is not strong enough. So that's why then you say, oh, you are saying I'm not strong enough, let me show you. So this is how the whole thing is completely on the other side. So you go and try to take out other things from other people. So Krishna here is saying, in this verse, Krishna is Atmaram. Atmarati, also the other words that we find in Bhagavatam. Atmaram, he is self-sufficient. Atmarati is like, it's like the happiness is coming from within inside. Self-satisfied. And we all came from Krishna, and we all have that nature. But unfortunately, when we come and in the contact with the material nature, the material nature takes over it. And we don't become satisfied with anything. Like nothing, whatever you give, we are not satisfied. We want more, 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 more. And then you think that, but why is this, all is this dissatisfaction coming from? Where this is coming from? Why I'm not happy? Well, then you try to go deep. But to be honest, most of the people don't have time to go to that deep. They'll think, oh, this is life, man. Just move on. No, but like if some intelligent people, they want to think like, let's think a little bit deeper. Why is that? Then you try to uncover. And then you find out, there is something called lust. First you'll find it, oh, this is probably love. I love to do this. I love to do that. Nah. Just replace that love thing. It's a lust. Love give you satisfaction. Lust give you dissatisfaction. That's how you can actually make the difference. If you have a seriously loving relationship with someone, you'll always see that you feel that fulfillment. But if you don't have that loving relationship, and you will see that there is always fight, there is always problems, then that is not a loving relationship. That relationship is run by lust. And when lust comes, then what is the focus? That how I'm going to, how I'm going to satisfy myself. And that is the lust. And the loving relationship is how I'm going to satisfy the other person. So these are the very basic difference. So when we think about it, then we'll say, okay, then try to convert the lust into love. But it's a very difficult thing. So that's why, how we can do it? By surrendering to the Lord. By doing devotional service. That is the ultimate thing that we are here, because we have been going through all these things outside, when we are not here before. When we came here, we say, okay, you can actually have loving relationship. You try to create that loving relationship with the Lord, and then, you're trying it. At the same time, you have association with the devotees, and you try to create loving exchanges with the devotees. So when you try to, then you think, okay, then how to create that? Okay, then there's all the, Prabhupada said, okay, first thing, chanting. When, when we are chanting, what is the main thing that we are doing? Every morning we are doing chanting. What is the main purpose of chanting? We are chanting actually what we are asking. We are chanting, we are asking something actually to the Lord, that please engage us in your service. Hare Krishna, Radha, Rama, please engage me in your service. And why we are requesting this? Because once we get engaged into devotional service, in a pure devotional service, then that loving exchanges will be there. Then we can feel that love. Because to be honest, in this material world, we haven't felt that love. To be to a certain degree, maybe that between mother and son, that is there. You can feel that the love that mother feels for the child. To a certain extent is there, but not in a full extent. But other than that, we haven't experienced it. So that's why when we chant, we are praying that please engage us into service. Because when we are in the service, we can experience that loving exchanges between with the devotees, with the Lord, and also we can take that love and share with everyone. That's how it's going to transform us. So without that, it's very hard. You don't have any other option. Absolutely, there is no other option. So last weekend, His Grace Mahatma Prabhu, they gave a japa workshop, conducted a japa workshop. And Prabhu was mentioning there, very practical scenarios of this chanting. Like when we wanted to chant, and in this modern day and age, where most of the people stays outside the temple, and they are engaged in work, in family life, in everything, it becomes more difficult for them to get engaged into chanting. I'm not saying that if you stay in the temple, it's easier, but I'm saying it's a little bit easier, but when it's outside, it becomes more and more harder. So then Prabhu was saying that, some of the points that he actually shared with us is, the points are, when you try to sit down and doing chanting, you pull out the plug. That's the word he used, pull out the plug. So what does it mean that, most of the time it says that when we are sit down and start to about chanting, we are still, for men, we are still thinking about our work. For women, we are still thinking about still thinking about the household work. So Prabhu was saying that, pull out that plug. Don't think about it. But then also, you can pull out the plug, but the plug can again go and, put back itself. Because that's how the mind works. So it's a process that every time it's going and you're trying to pull out that plug. And then we did one round of chanting, and then Prabhu was asking, so any realization? And one devotee, he stood up and he said, Prabhu, the whole time I was just thinking how to pull out the plug. I didn't actually thought about any other things. I was just thinking plug, plug, plug. So, but that's how hard it is. So then Prabhu said, okay, how about you, you'll think about things when you are chanting. So how about the other, you try this. When you're about to start the chanting, just think that how appreciative you are feeling towards Krishna. Your gratitude. Oh Krishna, you have provided me all these things. I'm really helpful. I'm really grateful that I'm having all these things. Right? So just bring that feeling of appreciation, feeling of gratitude in you, and then start chanting. And personally, that helped me actually. So then we did another round of chanting. And that actually helped. When I was doing ACR, actually, when you just think about that and don't, think about the plug and you have to take yourself out, you don't have to think that. But when you think about that side, about how appreciative you feel, what the gratitude, that actually helped. So and then when I was reading this verse and then that connection made between that, because when you have this appreciation and the gratitude, what actually comes in your heart is the love. That feeling comes. So when that comes, then basically you forget about the other things. You just think, okay, yeah, Krishna, I'm really grateful to you. But please engage me into more and more services. And in that mood, keep doing the chanting. So that's why it was a very wonderful workshop. And the revelation, the Prabhu said that is actually a 16-hour workshop, but we only had 4 hours. But hopefully next time when he comes, we can have more. But just coming back to this verse, that here we are saying that inhabitants of Dwarka, they are feeling that same loving, that love they are feeling in their heart towards Krishna. And they are offering everything that they are having. They are all the presents, everything. All the Krishna himself actually, provided all those things to them. But Krishna is also getting overwhelmed with all this love from them. So on that note, it's time. I'd like to end here. Thank you all. Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nithai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.